number in a certain equation, and you are asked to get the missing number in the equation. When you are looking for a missing number in an equation, for instance, when we are in primary school, let me say in nursery class, we'll be given a certain equation like this. Here, you will be told to fill in the missing number. Here, you will be looking for the missing number in this equation. But when you now advance to secondary school, the box will not be there. Instead, this is what will be written. Which means that this box has been changed to letter, which is X. Likewise this. Which means that this box has been changed to letter. Now, I want to clean up this nursery mathematics. Now, we are left with a strange equation. We call it equation because there is an unknown in that equation, in that sentence. That is, this is the unknown, this is the unknown. Here we want to look, or we want to learn how we can get these missing letters in the equation. This is very simple. There are steps we must follow to get the answer. There are steps you can follow to get the answer. Now let me make use of number 2. For every number, there are signs behind it. For every number, there are signs behind it. If you have 2 plus 3 plus 4 minus 2 is equals to 10. For every number, there are signs. What I mean here is that in human being, there are 2 types. Either you are a male or you are a female. Either you are a boy or a girl, a masculine or a feminine. So for a number 2, it must be either positive or negative. There is no neutral number. Either positive number or negative number. And this positive number, how will you identify them? A number will have its sign behind it. A number will have its sign behind it. The sign of this cannot be seen. There is nothing there, but it still has a sign, which is positive. We call it invisible plus. It is invisible plus. And this 3 has a sign. The sign is this. The sign of 4 is also this one. The sign of 2 is minus. So anywhere this 2 is going, it must not left behind its sign. It must go with its sign. If 2 is going to this place, it must go with its sign. But in an equation like this, we have 2 sides. We have the left hand side and the right hand side. How do you know the left hand side and the right hand side? Your equal to will make you know the left and the right. Equal to is at the middle. The left starts here and the right starts here. So this is your left hand side, and this is your right hand side. That is the first thing you must know. The middle is the equal to the left hand side is at the left, the right hand side at the right. But when you want to solve an equation like this, a simple equation like this, you must bear it in mind that you are looking for a missing letter. The missing letter must be on your left hand side, must remain on your left hand side, and the other numbers must go to the right hand side. Let me come again. When you are solving an equation like this, your letter must remain at the left hand side, while the other things must go to the right hand side. While the other things must go to the right hand side, which means this 2 is leaving this left hand side to the right hand side. Lo and behold, something will happen. This 2, the sign is plus. The sign is plus. It's the owner of this plus. So it is moving away from this left hand side, crossing this bridge. Crossing this bridge. If it is plus, it will change to minus. If it is minus, it will change to plus. That is why this one has transferred to this place, and if it transfer, it will change to minus 2. As this one has transferred to this place, changing to minus 2 to become 7 minus 2, which is why 7 minus 2 gives us 5. Let's look at this example. We want to solve for x, which is our unknown, which is x minus 17 equals 5. I told you we have the two sides, right hand side and the left hand side. We must leave the letter at the left hand side, and the numbers are going, or the number is going to the right hand side. So here, if the number goes to this side, I said if it crosses this equal to sign, I call this equal to sign a converting bridge. So if it crosses to this side, minus 17 is crossing now, it will change to plus 17. So it crosses to the other side, this thing will change it. So it will become x is equals to, we write 5 first, 5, and this one has transferred to this place, which is plus 17. So x, if we add it up, we will have 22. Let's take a look at another example. Here we are advancing. It means you cannot just by mere looking at it say your answer is this. Unlike this one, y plus 2 is equal to 7. That is, a number is added to 2 to give you 7, which is 5. Here it's also simple. X minus 17 equals to 5. That is, you minus 17 from a number, it will give you 5. Therefore, the number is 22. That is very simple. But here, it looks a little bit hard. But it's not hard by using the method I have taught you. By using the method which I have taught you, the first thing I told you, firstly, locate the left hand side and the right hand side. This is your right hand side, this is your left hand side. And the number will go to the right hand side. That is, the number going to the right hand side, changing the sign. While it moves to the right hand side, it will change sign. That is, 2x is equals to, this one will move, 40 first minus 14. Don't forget, this is our letter. There is a number behind x. So if you subtract 14 minus 40, it will give us 26. So here it is another case. Here is another case. If you have a letter, what they are saying here is that 2 of x is 26. 1x is what? So here, if you want to do it, you would divide both sides by the number behind x. You will divide both sides by the number behind x. For instance, look at this. This is what I want to explain. This case is what I want to explain now. If you have something like this, and you want to get your x, what you are to do is you divide both sides. Let me write it. Divide both sides by, if you have case like this, you will divide both sides by the number behind the letter. If you have a case like this, you will divide both sides by the number behind the letter. That is, the number behind x here is 14. So you are dividing both sides by 14. You will say 14. If you have another one like this, if you want to get your letter, you will divide both sides by what is at the back of the letter R. And what is at the back of the letter is -3. -3 is at the back. So you are dividing both sides by what is at the back of the letter. If you have something like this, if you want to get your C, you will divide both sides by the number behind your C. To get your C, you divide both sides by the number behind C. Here you divide both sides by the number behind R. Here you divide both sides by the number behind x. So if you are getting your letter, you are dividing both sides by 5 here. Here dividing both sides by -3. Dividing both sides by -14. Now, let's come back to divide both sides. To get your s, you divide both sides by 2. You divide both sides by 2. So 2x is equals to 26. That is our number here. You now divide both sides by 2. Divide this one by 2. Divide this one 2 by 2. It will remain only x. You put is equal to 2 in 26. That is 13. That is your answer. Let's take a look at another example. Now, if you want to solve this, it is very simple. 7a minus 3 is equals to 18. This is our right hand side and this is our left hand side. The number moves to the right hand side. That is 7a is equals to 18 is here. 18 to the right hand side, that is, this one will come to the right hand side, that is plus 3, that is plus 3. 7a is equals to 21. 18 plus 3 will give us 21. So 7a is equals to 21. To get a now, you will now 21. To get your a, you will divide both sides by the number behind a, which is 7. 7a over 7 is equals to 21 over 7. A equals 3.